Welcome to the 14th round of the Maximum 5 Lap Challenge. We're currently 14 points in the lead of the championship. It's time for the Singapore Grand Prix.
It's Sunday evening here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit, and the cars are being prepared for what is going to be a fascinating event. It's time for the Singapore Grand Prix. And here are the driver grid positions for today's race.
Thank you, David. And quite clearly, the Q1 dropouts are very unlucky because they'd have ended up 5th in the grid if it was a combined session time thing. But, oh well, that's the way it goes with motorsport, and particularly with the old qualifying system, as we now have to call it. No idea if it will be by the time I publish this. Anyway, let's get ready for the Singapore Grand Prix. Can we extend that championship lead? And we are going Singapore, and we actually don't get a bad start at all. And our Mercedes power immediately puts us straight to the mix with the back markers as we dive bomb in towards turn 1. We had a bit of a kerfuffle there with the Toro Rossos, and then we're going to dive bomb Hulkenberg into turn 3. And as we exit, going through turn 4 on Republic Boulevard. On the run down towards turn 5, we're going to have Sergio Perez as well through turn 5. Already into the points as we head down Raffles Boulevard in the strict stream of Fernando Alonso's Ferrari. As we now go through turn 6, we'll be able to make a move into the Memorial Corner, which is turn 7. Do we? Yes, we push him out of the way, and onto Nickel Highway we go in P9. As we now go through turn 8, as we turn onto Stamford Road. As we head down towards St Andrews Road and heading down towards the old Singapore Slim. As we now close in on Magston big time. And now across the chicane, the old chicane as we have to call it now, towards the Anderson Bridge.
Let's get back up to racing speed.
I'm in my flow, Jeff. Stop interrupting me, please. Look, and now anyway, we're going to get a good run on Kelly Mags as we go down Esplanade Drive. As we now go out the turn, we've got the inside line as we're going through turn 14. He tries to hand it around the outside, but no, and we left him for Fernando Alonso to feed on. Anyway, we cut towards the end of a lap. Rosberg clearly is in the lead with the fastest lap as we now hand around Jenson Button. As we head down towards turn 1, it appears that our Mercedes is a bit quicker than his McLaren in a straight line. And then we go through turn 2 in 7th place. And now as we turn into Republic Boulevard, Felipe Massa is there. We look like we might be able to catch him pretty quickly. The Williams is not in its natural habitat here, not enough straight lines as opposed to Monza where Massa gave us a run to the line. But it's helping him through Raffles Boulevard right now as head down towards Memorial Corner. Can we ever go? No, we think better of it. We're down towards Nickel Highway. But we're going to take him into turn 8. And that's us up into P6. We're having a very good start considering we're on a street circuit. 16 places already after
That's P6. P6.
Shut, Jeff. But yes, it is P6 after 4/3 of a lap. Good stuff as we now head past the old Singapore Slim down to the chicane that precludes the Anderson Bridge. The old chicane that precludes Anderson Bridge. And we dive bomb racketing towards turn 13. It's a Massa versus Senna the Younger, and it appears that we have succeeded as we go down Esplanade Drive. Gives our Mercedes power to creep away, as it appears to we're relatively literal.
This is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
I probably should have cut Jeff out there in my editing, but never mind. We set the fast lap of the race. And we now cut towards lap 3. Well, we have cut towards lap 3 rather, as we are now on the back of Sebastian Vettel. DRS enabled, but however he will have it because he's very close to Ricciardo, and even he will get it off. I think it is Bottas. Anyway, as we head down Raffles Boulevard, we are closing. We are using our Mercedes power, but we have 11-6 wins, I think. Despite that, though, we have passed Sebastian Vettel's head on towards Nickel Highway. And now we immediately start with Daniel Ricciardo as head on towards Stamford Road and on towards turn 9. Yes, the car in second is Bottas. Got a good memory. Anyways, head down towards the old St Porcelain on St Andrews Road. Can we have a look? No. Why was he even suggesting that? That was daft. That would be the daftest dive bomb in the world. Anyway, through the old chicane, including the Anderson Bridge. Now to the Anderson Bridge itself. As we do another Massa on Senna again through turn 13. Got an effective way of overtaking, and we use our Mercedes power to get onto the podium positions already.
A couple of places down on Eco.
I like to think that's obvious when he's in the lead and I take the guy in third. Anyway, later on, we managed to catch Bottas extremely quickly As we now onto the back of him, as we go down towards turn 22, we go wide, we extend the track through 23, and onto the main straight we have DRS. We do not set a fastest lap, but we are closing down Bottas. Will we have a go? Yes, we will! He gives us room, he's been very, very kind there. Now we're up into P2. As I do head through turn 3, rather, onto Republic Boulevard. Wow, I'm starting to lose my voice here just commentating it, and I've only been going about 5 minutes. Wow. There's quite a lot of action here going through the field, not like the last few races where, let's be honest, I've had an easy pathway towards getting to first, or like in Hungary, I've had 2 lots of absolute clear air, so it saved my voice with a bit of editing. Anyway, we head on towards the final lap, having set the fastest lap of the race.
That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Jeff, you keep interrupting me in the flow as we do a casual corner cut. It thinks it's scenic track limits, but either way, going off a trot, naughty, 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 naughty. Bad me. Anyway, we're going on Public Boulevard. We're now turning off Public Boulevard and now going to go to Raffles Boulevard. If Rosberg way, way, way in front, it appears that we're going to be very unlikely to catch him, but can we do anything? In case he has a penalty, we have to keep pushing. And you never, never know, it's Formula 1. Many last lap upsetters has been happening. Upsetters? What word is upsetters? Many last lap upsets. I can make fence, we can make it happen at the 2001 Spanish Grand Prix, where his clutch decided to fail and Schumacher managed to get a win, which even Schumi himself made. He probably didn't quite deserve, but yeah, you got to take these things. Anyway, we climbed the wall there through turns 11 and 12, and now as we go into turn 13. Now, I'm reminded of a race we may have done here before, the Night Racing Championship. And you go down to about turn 14. Break it, and oh, we lost control. Oh, we're going to hit the barrier! Oh, no, 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 no. Let's hope we don't do that this time as we go through turn 14 now. But as we go over cautious to compensate for that fall, and probably did cut the track. As we go into turn 15, and now into 16 and 17. So I got those numbers a bit wrong there. This is definitely turn 18, yes. We kiss it nicely as we now go through turn 19. We are catching as we can see him as we now go through turn 20 as we switch view to the TV cameras through turn 21, drifting out turn 21. Really desperate to catch him. As we go through turn 22 and turn 23, it's to no avail. We are P2.
Top drive from Nico Rosberg today. The German finished on the top step of the podium with a comprehensive performance.
I'm not sure about comprehensive. I mean, I think we drove better than him, but oh well. The upshot of this means we are only 7 points ahead in the championship now. However, the battle for third is tight as Vettel, Bottas and Massa only have 1 point dividing. All three of them, in fact, Vettel and Bottas, have to go for a countback on second place because they both won once. As we now look at the constructors, and we are now 170 points ahead of Williams as Mercedes, which is quite handy considering 86 is the maximum you can have at Abu Dhabi. And now we're going to move on to the Japanese Grand Prix. Now this is where I have to be brutally honest. When I made the series, I forgot to exclude the Japanese Grand Prix because, of course, the late Jules Bianchi died, and this is also the Grand Prix that eventually caused his death. And when I made the series, I just went, put a full season on. And in hindsight, now that's a bit awkward. So with this quick race championship, I obviously had to do the race for the championship to actually have a finish. Out of respect for Jules and everything that happened, I will not show the footage of this Grand Prix because I think that would be incredibly disrespectful. But I will now show you the results of the Japanese Grand Prix. So yes, we did manage to win the Japanese Grand Prix from Rosberg, Bottas, Massa and Ricciardo. And as we now have a look at the Drive Championship, we are back to where we are relative to Rosberg, but we've now Bottas, Massa and Vettel separating a bit, and almost certainly now being out the championship picture, as we will now have a look at the Constructors' Championship. Here we can see that Mercedes now 186 points ahead, which means the Constructors' Championship is looking like it will be sewn up. And I actually think it might be championship point next time out in Russia, perhaps. So I shall have to do some permutations for next time, if so. However, it looks close to Williams and Red Bull. Ferrari look like they're fixed in 4th. Force India and McLaren look like they're having a good scrap for 6th. And then anyone could be 7th, really, if they get a good bit of luck. However, I presume Toro Rosso will probably win out between Caterham, Sabalos and Marussia. I'm surprised that Lotus haven't scored yet, but that's just the way it goes. Anyway, I hope you understand why I will not be showing you the Japanese Grand Prix on my Back to Run 5 slot challenge. If you think I should, then I'm sorry, but I feel I've had to take a moral decision. And I shall see you next time for the Russian Grand Prix. And let's hope that the Russian Grand Prix for us is more exciting than it was in real life. I'll see you then. Ta-ra.